Yo, what is up everybody? It's your boy Fatalis here, back with you with another tier list video for once. But today we're going to be specifically talking about Scarlet and Violet and what I've seen of the metagame so far, and also the potential that could be up with most of the Pokemon. If you enjoy this video, make sure you drop a like, and if you're new around here, make sure you sub. Let's get right into the video. Okay, we're going to start off with fucking Charizard. Um, do you know what? I don't really think Charizard's gonna be that good. I think losing Gmax is gonna be a huge hindrance for it. I don't really see any other Terra type really working. Maybe Dragon, but even still, there's fairies running around, and we don't really want to deal with those. So, um, I reckon Charizard could be put in good work if used correctly. I think there is potential there, but I don't know. Raichu. Raichu could be used. It's got Fake Out. It's got Volt Switch. Ally Switch as well. It could be used as a really good support mon. Um, would I say it's probably the most viable? Yeah, I'd say yes, but I don't think it's as good as people were making it gonna make it out to be. Where would I put it though? I'll probably put Raichu in B. I don't think there's much else I can put it. It's a good mon, especially with Focus Sash. Yeah, I'll put it in B. B I think's a good shout for it. Wigglytuff. Uh, I don't really think Wigglytuff's all that. I mean, it's not even that bulky. Like, it has good HP, but nothing really else other than that, to be completely honest with you. Uh, I'm gonna put, please try and avoid it. I think that's the nicest thing I can do with it. I don't think there's much else you can do. Venomoth. I think he gets access to Rage Powder, but I could be wrong. Quiver Dance, Sludge Bomb. Could be a decent Terra Poison, I guess, or a decent. I wouldn't want to do a Terra Bug. I reckon it could be worked if used correctly. I think that's the nicest, really possible place I can put Venom off, to be honest. Dog Trio in doubles is not that good. I'm gonna be honest, it's so frail. Arena Traps, I guess, is useful, but other than that, you might as well just use a Shadow Tag Mon. Yeah, I'm gonna put Dog Trio and just avoid it. I love Dog Trio too, but not in doubles, I'm afraid. Alolan Persian might actually be good. If I think it could be the only Pokemon able to use Parting Shot in this format. Yeah, I reckon it is. Do you know what? Yeah, I reckon Alolan Persian might be one of those really underrated picks, but it could be really good. I guess access to Parting Shot, Dark Pulse as well, just stab. Um, really fast, hits like a truck, good support. I think it has access to like Helping Hand, which is also good. But yeah, overall, a pretty good Pokemon, I'd say. It's not design-wise, I don't like it, but it's good overall. Normal Persian, I don't think is going to be that good. Um, yeah, I would probably try and avoid normal Persian, to be honest. I don't really think he has anything really going for it. Golduck. Golduck has Swift Swim, has decent Scald damage, decent Hydro Pump, can actually Terrative Water as well to get adaptability boost. Um, I think Golduck's in B. I don't think it's anywhere else, to be honest. Primate has access to Anger Point, which I guess is good. If you pair it with like Frost Loss or something like that, or something with like Frost Breath to like activate its Anger Point, it could be really dangerous if you don't know how to deal with it. Um, so for that reason alone, I might put it in B, just because of Anger Point. Anger point can be really. I want to see people use Primate and see if they can do good with it. Would be interesting. Arcanine. Arcanine is probably one of the better ones in the format right now. It's a prime intimidator. Has access to Snarl. Has access to Helping Hand. Has access to Flare Blitz. It can even Terror into Fire, which can be really devastating. Um, yeah, it's just an overall really good support mon, and can be a really, really painful mon to come against, especially if it's switching with Intimidate. But obviously, we don't know what's going on with Intimidate and stuff at the moment with the uh, recent speculation and stuff around stat boosting and stat lowering abilities. But yeah, I reckon Arcanine could be absolutely insane in this format, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. Need some time in the spotlight instead of in Cinnamoroll. Tentacruel. Tentacruel I like. I like Tentacruel. Especially bulky, but I think it's better in singles than it is in doubles. I mean, what does it really get access to? It gets Hydro Pump, Scold, Sludge Bomb, Sludge Wave, I guess. Other than that, physically bulky, it's not even that physically bulky. Um, I'm gonna see if it could be put in could work if used correctly. I think it has some potential, not much. Slowbro could be insane. I think it could be very good in this format. Slowbro is bulky. It can Terra into I think Grass. Grass would be like Terra Grass would be really good on it. Um, gets access to Trick Room. Gets access to Scold. Gets access to loads of different support moves. It has Regenerator as ability as well, which is busted. Restoring at least half of its HP lost, which is insane. Um, but yeah, other than that, Slowbro I'd say is a pretty overall good mon. Actually, I might as well put his other counterpart in there as well. I'm gonna put Slowking in the same tier. They're both pretty much the same at this point. I think Slowking is extremely underrated. So, anyway, Muck, Alolan. Alolan Muck could be used quite well. I feel like. What was that ability it has? It has that like secondary or a hidden ability, and it's meant to be quite good. I can't remember what it was called though. Um, but yeah, it has access to really good moves: Dark Pulse, Sludge Bomb. Can run a physical set if it wanted to with Gunk Shot. Um, it could run some other dart move. I can't remember what the physical dart moves there are, like Night Slash or something. Uh, I'd say it's a Beamon. I don't think there's any much where else I can put it, but I like a lot of Muck. I think it's really extremely unappreciated. Normal Muck on the other hand isn't that great. Um, it's only really good in singles because it's quite bulky. Decent toxic spike setter, but not really much good in doubles, I'm afraid. Sorry, Mark. Cloister. Cloister could be used, I guess, but you'd have to run it with like a follow me mon. Shell Smash is obviously useful. You have to run out White Herb. Um, issue is the fact that your Cloister will have to live one turn, and most Pokemon carry moves like Rock Slide and Thunderbolt. So Cloister is not going to be used that often, but if it is used, I could see it working. Just with really certain trainers and people who really know how to use it. I'm gonna go with could work if used correctly. Gengar. You know what? I really think Gengar's not gonna be that good. I re Curse Body just ruins it, man. It's strong. Don't get me wrong, but with the way the format is, I just don't see it working too well. I guess it could work well with like Guardy with telepathy, but yeah, I'd say Gengar's a B. I don't think it's anywhere else. If it goes higher, then fair enough, but yeah, no, B I think is fair for it. I think Hypno's better in singles than it is in doubles. I don't really. When was the last time I saw a Hypno? I don't even remember seeing a Hypno, to be honest with you. Yeah, try and avoid it if you can. I don't think there's much else. Do you know what? A Syrian electrode could be something. I don't know what exactly, but it could be something pretty good. Chloroblast is insane. It's like a grass type steel beam. Has access to discharge, has access to volt switch. Could be a really good pivot mon. Yeah, I'd say B, just because of the typing. Normal electrode, on the other hand, I think it just suffers the fact that the ground is such a prevalent type, and it's just so frail. The only thing it has going for it is its speed, but it can just get outdone by like Sucker Punch. Hmm. I'm gonna put this one in. Could be work well if used correctly. Um, I guess you could like pivot around with like Volt Switch and stuff, but I don't see it doing like a lot of damage unless you want to run normal Gem Explosion to really throw people off. Uh, Tauros is the same as Primate, but Tauros is bulky. I reckon Tauros could be very good in this format. So I'll put it in solid B. Has access to Anchor Point, of course. Giga Impact, it would be terrifying. Has access to Earthquake, has access to, like, I think it's got access to Throat Shot. So it could stop Sylveon in its tracks. Um, Poison Jab, I think it gets as well. I think it gets like a poison move or something, which could be scary. Um, yeah, I could see Tauros acting really pretty good in this. Same with Gyarados. Gyarados could be up there with Arcanine, to be honest with you. With, you could see these two running in the same team with double Intimidate, which could be really scary. Gets access to Waterfall, Stab as well. Gets access to Bounce. You could change it into like Terrifying and go for the Terrifying move, which would be mad instead of using Bounce, and you could actually have that in the first turn. Obviously, you got to be aware of Thunderbolt because it's prevalent. But if it's just a flying type, it should take it quite well. But yeah, Intimidate is really good on Gyarados. I can see it doing really well. Multi-scale Dragonite could be good. I think I've seen people use like Terra Steel or Terra Ground on Dragonite, which has made it really good. Especially with multi-scale. Multi-scale could be really good this gen. Um, I don't know whether or not to put Dragonite in uh, very good in the format or best in the format. It's like between the two. I'm gonna put it here. It has a lot of opportunity. You can run special if you wanted to. Special D Knight's pretty good. Um, but yeah, I think other than that, it's a really good mon, I'd say. Hisuian Typhlosion. You know what? If it gets the speed and it can outspeed most of the mons on the field, not explosion. Eruption could be scary from this thing. Um, Especially with Torkoal. It gets access to that new Ghost move as well. But is it? I can't remember what it was called. It has it. Yeah, its unique Ghost move. Which counters a lot of the mons it pretty much is weak against. It gets access to Solar Beam as well to stop water types. Yeah, I reckon this thing could be really good. I think Typhlosion's in a good spot right now. With Tailwind, this thing could sweep, hands down. Yeah, we're gonna chuck it in very good in the format. Or no, we're gonna go high B. I don't think there's much else we can really put it. It's frail. That's the only problem with it. Ampharos. You know what? Terra Grass Ampharos could be kind of threatening. Um, Cotton Guard as well. Gets access to that. Boost its defenses up. It could be a real tank to deal with. It kind of hits hard as well. Amphi. I reckon Amphi's in the same boat as Siri and Electro, to be honest. I reckon it's fair. Alright, Azumarill gonna be fucking crazy, let's be real. Uh, with, what's it called, Cyclizer come in, and that new, like, substitute move. It could just set up Belly Drum, and then just use Aqua Jet and just win a game with huge power. I think Azumarill is going to be the most busted mon in this format, apart from maybe Tyranitar, which we'll get to shortly. We'll get to Tyranitar very shortly. Pseudo Wudo. Head Smash. Uh, there's not really much going for Pseudo, is there? I guess its Terra Grassing was quite cool. Hmm. I guess with the right Terra type, this thing would be quite good. Good work. Good work. I think that's all I'm going to say about that one. Jump off. You know what? I've been speculating this one this morning. Um, I generally think Jumpluff could be at its probably best position right now. It's got Chlorophyll as an ability, so it works well with Torkoal. It also can Terra into a Fire type and use Stab Weather Ball. That could be terrifying. It could potentially be better than Venusaur. Um, but I think Jumpluff is gonna be one of those mons where you'd have to like watch out just in case, because yeah, it's a scary mon. So for that reason, I'm gonna chuck Jumpluff in B. Just because I think it can be used and it needs to be used, I think. Sunflora, I mean, we already know where we're putting this thing. This thing is dreadful. It's too slow, can't hit that hard. Defensively, it's not great either. There's just not much point of using it. Quagsire. Do you know what? Quagsire is not that bad in doubles. It can be a real troll. Um, I'm not sure how the new one will work out because it's Poison Ground, I think. But I'm looking forward to it. I love Quagsire. Quagsire is my favorite Pokemon. Do I see it being used though? Not really, but I guess it could be work if used correctly. So, yeah, I think Quagsire is in a decent spot. I want to know what this ground poison one's gonna be like. Might put it above Charizard, to be honest with you. Umbreon could be insane. It's already a good mon in doubles anyway. I reckon it's gonna be here. Snarl, Inner Focus, can't get flinched. Attack's just a Wish Protect. It's a one of the most bulkiest mons in the set. So I'm looking forward to seeing how Umbreon will do in this format, especially with Terra Fairies. Fortress. I don't think Fortress is that good in doubles. It's better in singles because it can access like Toxic Spike, Stealth Rocks, Explosion, Gyro Ball, Heavy Slam, all those sort of moves. But in doubles, it's just nothing. It's just a Bug Steel type that gets destroyed, and it just has no damage output. I'm sorry. I love Fortress to pieces, but I don't think it's gonna be all that. Sizzle could be absolutely insane. Sword Stance up if you can get it off, especially if you're running in DD. Um, and then just terraforming into a Steel type. Bullet Punch Technician is disgusting. It can almost one-shot every single mon in the format. It's crazy. Um, it could potentially be one of the better ones in this format. I'm looking forward to see how people use it. If not, it will. If it gets slightly destroyed, then it will be dropped to here. But from what I've seen so far in like Showdown, Scizor has been very prevalent, and it's definitely shown it's there. That's for sure. Houndoom. Hmm. Heat Wave, I guess. It's fast, but I don't think it's as fast as a lot of the mons already on here. I mean, okay, I reckon it could be used if done right. To be honest, it has access to solar power, which is pretty cool. Is it solar power it gets? I can't remember. I think it is, yeah. Donphan is not great in doubles, I'm afraid. It's usually a setup Pokemon. Has Ice Shard as well, which I guess is good priority, but it just doesn't do enough. I'm afraid. I like Donphan as well. I think it's such a good singles mon, but yeah, no. Other than that, it's not there. I'm afraid. Uh, Blissy's not bad, to be fair. Um, I think I would prefer Chansey. I think if it was Chansey, I'd say here. Maybe the same with Blissey. I'm not entirely sure. If you don't have any special mons, no, if you have a physical mon, like Blissey is so easy to deal with. Um, but if you don't, it could be a real threat. I'm gonna put it high B, just above Typhlosion. I think it could be really good. I think if Chansey was in this list, it would go right here. Chansey would just sit here and just be annoying. Okay, the one we fear, Tyranitar. It's up there. I'm sorry. Terra Steel, Dragon Dance, done. That's all you need. Oh no, not Terra Steel. Terra Ghost. It literally gets rid of the fighting weakness. Only gets weak by Dark and Ghost types, which, to be fair, isn't even that common. Um, and yeah, it's bulky as well. And it can once it's got a Dragon Dance set up, it can just sweep. The only real way you can stop it is Trick Room, but even then, it's still a terrifying one to come up against. Pelipper's gonna be your main weather setter for rain. I think it's the only weather setter for rain. So if you want to use a rain team, you're gonna have to run Pelipper. It's okay. Hurricane, Scald, Tailwind. It's okay. I think it'd be Sin B. I don't think there's much else for it. Guardy could be really good. I think Dazzling Gleam, Telepathy as well. If something's running Earthquake, it could just, like, just sit there and not even do a thing. Gets access to Helping Hand. Choice Scarf is really good on it. Hits like a truck too. I reckon Guardy's a Beamon. Underrated. Masquerain. It has does it have Intimidate? I think it does have Intimidate. It's not that good though. It's a Bugmon. Enough said. I know Sizzle's an S tier, but that's because it's got access to Technician. Um, yeah, no, I don't really see there's much place for a Masquerain. Um, Breloom. But you know what? Breloom is pretty good. Mach Punch, Technician, gets access to Leech Seed, Seed Bomb, Substitute, Protect. I see Breloom pretty good. I could see the Focus Punch set coming back, to be honest with you. Um, especially with Follow Me. But yeah, I could see Breloom doing quite well. It's not up there with Scissor, but it's definitely a really good mon. I can see it being very good in this format. I'll try for Breloom. You know what? Slacking, I've used it with like the current format, and it's honestly really good. If you can get rid of its truant, it becomes a real threat real quickly. um, Terra type normal body slam absolutely stings. Terra Blast as well. I reckon slacking is going to be slept on so much. If Wheezing is in this game, it's going to be insane. But we don't know that for sure. But Wheezing, if it's in this game, this is going to be like best in the format. I generally think slacking is going to be up there. But for now, we're going to put it in very good. Until we see a Wheezing, we're keeping it here. Hariyama is very good in this format. Holy god. What's it? Flame Orb, Guts, Fake Out, Bullet Punch. Has access to like Cross Chop. I think it gets the elemental punches too. I think it gets Thunder Punch to be exact. Knock off. Honestly, a really good support. Bulky as hell. Hits like a truck. B. I can see this thing being really good. Sableye Prankster set. I mean, sets up Rain Dance, sets up Fake Out, Knock Off, Trick. I could see Sableye being here. Very good. Mawile. It's a fairy, I guess. There's nothing really going for this mon. So as soon as its mega went away, it's just become like, back in the bin, which is unfortunate because I like Mawile. But yeah, please try and avoid this thing. It's not going to be good, I'm afraid. Same with Medicham. Lost its mega, has just become useless again, unfortunately. Swalot, same. Obviously didn't get a mega, but it doesn't do that much. Maybe it has I think it has access to Gastro Acid, so maybe it could work with slacking. But taunt is so prevalent that it's just no point even having it there. How many mons we got on? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. Okay, we'll do two more for this episode. And then next episode we'll carry on with the rest with another 50. And then we'll do the last ones before Scarlet and Violet comes out. Camerupt. Trick Room could work really well for this thing. I don't know if it'll be that good though, because yeah, it's not a great one. I think it's better in singles than it is doubles again, but yeah, I would probably try and avoid it, I'm afraid. Well, I mean, best Sunsetter in the game. Torkoal's S tier, let's be real. You could Terra type this into a just a fire type again. It have adaptability boosted eruptions with charcoal. Holy god, this thing is scary. I would hate to come up against Torkoal in this format. I know there's Pelipper as well, but even the eruption boost as well, that could still one-shot Pelipper. It's a scary mon to come against. I'm not looking forward to it. Okay, so that wraps up part one. I hope you like the list so far. We've got a lot of mons to go. But yeah, that's half the list. We've pretty much got most of Gen 3 done. We've got Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3 done, near enough. But yeah, so if you like this video, make sure you drop a like. If you're new around here, subscribe. I will be bringing out more Scarlet and Violet content when it comes out. I'm very looking forward to the game. VGC is going to be one of my main aspects. However, we will be doing other sort of videos as well where we talk about individual mons. I'm looking to do, as soon as the game comes out, I'm looking to do a Mimikyu tutorial or some sort of tutorial, which I know a certain someone is looking forward to. Um, but yes, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure to sub. Peace out, guys. Love yous.